So just like we have been, I want everybody to draw their fence on number 12.
Do you have your pass? On page 13, we are doing problem number 12.
And I need you to draw your fence.
Can I go?
And
Throw something away.
you can throw something away. Don't bother anybody while you do it.
Wait, what?
On page 13, we're doing number 12. Now, raise your hand if you know what we should do first. Tony. Okay, so that 7 is being subtracted. So to undo our subtraction, we need to add 7 is what Tony said. We're on page 13. Okay, so the -7 plus 7 is going to cancel out, Peyton. Okay. So we have 2/3 x. The -7 plus 7 cancels out.
I didn't do nothing.
I don't understand.
Tony's saying 12. Do you agree?
5 plus 7? Oh, yeah. 12.
Yeah. Tony's on it. Okay, so Emma, how do we get x by itself? Okay, so Emma is saying that we should divide it by 2/3. Don't write this. It's not wrong, but when we divide by a fraction,
We
what-
flip it. It's 3 2s.
Okay.
No way.
So instead of dividing by 3/2, remember last week we talked about multiplying by the reciprocal. So we're gonna multiply both sides by 3/2. Okay, so the 3/2 times 2/3 is going to cancel out.
I'm gonna write this down with me, okay? Write this down.
Want me to tell you? Want me to tell you what you told me?
I want you to write this down right now, and we can worry about it later. Okay?
Now, what would be a good idea for me to do with that 12?
Put a 1 under it.
Put a 1 under it. Okay, so we have x equals, okay, 12 times 3 over 1 times 2. No, we don't? So what is 36 divided by 2, Reagan?
18.
Reagan has 2 voices.
Not a you.
I can't write my sister.
You and Reagan are sisters?
Oh, my sisters. Oh. So why are you doing it? I'm just joking. It's a joke. What's a joke?
You're just
You?
I'm just joking.
Okay, so what I want you to do now is without me, you're gonna do number 13. Did somebody put my flags back for me?
Wait, what?
I
know.
Thank you. Okay, you're doing number 13 right now.
I'm so thirsty, man.
Hey, Peyton. Peyton, there's a marker on the floor with the cap. Could you get it and put the cap back on? Do you have your math folder? Okay, correct. Awesome, I will take that. Stop shooting it and just place it in.
I can't reach it.
No.
I can't reach it.
Okay,
I'm putting it.
Do you have this done? Oh, number 13.
I get a calculator.
Yeah, you have some use calculators. Can I go get one of the baskets? You have a cat.
No, yes or no? Purple.
Here you go. I think you did.
What happened there? What'd you get for number 13? I want to compare answers.
Except I think it's gonna be positive. But yeah.
What'd you get for number 13?
Okay,
Did you see that? It just opened up.
Here, I don't know why you're going that way.
Wes, what did you do first? Okay, Wes said he subtracted 9 from both sides. Do you agree? Okay, we need to undo the addition first by subtracting 9 to both sides. So the 9 minus 9 cancel each other out, and we have -5/8 left on the right side equals, Cash, what's -1 minus 9?
-10.
Good. Okay. Now for our second step, Emma, what do we do next?
By 8/5.
Do we need to bring the negative with it? Okay, so we are multiplying by the reciprocal, -8/5. So the reciprocals cancel. And over here, we're left with an 80/5. And Kaylee, what did you figure out that 80/5 was? 16. So I put 10/1. 8 times 10 is 80. 5 times 1 is 5. It's an airplane. Okay. We are not going to do number 14 because we are going to skip to number 15. I like to keep you on your toes. Keep you guessing. What are you going to do if I go back? Okay.
Why you never go back in life? Why do you skip it if you just wanna go back?
I don't know. Like I said, sometimes I just like to keep you on your toes. Okay, now this problem looks a little different. I want you to circle or highlight your variable. There are 2 numbers on the left side with our variable. We need to move the 1 and we need to move the 6. We need to decide which one is closer to X and which one is further away. Kaden, which one is the closest to X? I didn't hear you, Kaden. 1 is the closest to X. So you're saying 6 is the furthest away. The number that is the furthest away needs to go first. So since 6 is the furthest away, we need to move it across the equal sign first. So what operation is in between X and 6? Division. So we need to undo our division by multiplying both sides by 6. So 6 divided by 6 cancel, and we have X minus 1 equals.
Okay, you do.
All right. Alexander, how do we undo that -1? Okay, we need to undo our subtraction by adding 1 to both sides. So Kanaya, our answer is 13.
wasn't that bad, was it? No.
Not quite. Okay, we're gonna do one more together. I'm not gonna go backwards. I will go forwards. We're gonna do number 16 together. Dryer fence. Okay, so we have a 2, well, -2, and we have a 17. Which number is the furthest away? Okay, the -2 is the furthest away, so it needs to be the first to go. What operation do we need to undo between the x and the -2? We need to undo division by multiplying both sides by -2. Right? Kale, what's -2 times 9? Yeah. Okay, now, Peyton, how do we undo the 17? Well, okay, so we're adding 17, so we need to do what? So we need to subtract 17. Good, so we have m equals -35. Awesome.